Hey, what's up? My name is Jonathan Moore, and I currently serve as the National President of National Youth Pride Services. And today I will be talking about my segment of the Oz production. The character that I selected was the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. And as you know, the Tin Man was actually in search of a heart. So, in society, of course, we link the heart to symbolize the emotion for love. So, I'll be talking real briefly about what this character means to me, and then also how you can apply his journey to your journey. So, just to get started, I thought it was quite interesting as I was doing some research on what I was going to say. I thought it was interesting that, of course, the Tin Man, of course, body made of tin, had a hard shell. And in society, we can actually link that to us as people. In society, I think there are a lot of people who present themselves as very strong, hardcore people. They don't want to show their emotional side because they link that to a sign of weakness. Um, so I think that has become a major issue in our society is that we have this ideology that if you show your emotional side, that you are, of course, being vulnerable, and that vulnerability is showing that you are a weak person. But in actuality, a person who can express the emotional side is actually a strong person. So I just thought it was quite interesting that the Tin Man was in search of a heart. He presented himself to his peers as a hardcore person, but what he really wanted was to have that emotional side. And to be honest, in our society, I feel like once we as a people, as a union, as a society, if we can come to the conclusion that in order for us to be productive humans, we need to have both a um, physical side, but also an emotional side. And then the second thing, real quickly, that I pulled from this character was, of course, like I said a few minutes ago, talking about what the heart symbolized. Of course, the heart symbolized love, and there are many people out there who are in search of love, and I being one of them. And I feel like we have come to an interesting time for, I guess, the younger generation where we have this disconnect in trying to find love. There are some people who are on one and the other spectrum who are against finding love. They are discouraged of finding love because they have been heartbroken. And then we have those on the other end of the spectrum who are um, searching for love, but then they are running into the wrong people. Those people who are just in a relationship or just searching for what they can get out of a person. An example could be a person who is just in it for sex. And then you have those on the farther end of the spectrum who are what society deems as the hopeless romantics. So I feel like with all that going on, it kind of makes things very hard for those who are in search of love. But I do just want to say that no matter how discouraging or how many relationships you have been in, if you really are in search of love and you want to find love, then no matter if it takes 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, whatever, if you are in search of love, I am a strong believer that you will find love. It is going to be a journey. Um, you can't compare one person's chapter to yours. So if you say, well, dang, my friends are all getting in relationships, you can't compare what they're doing to what you're doing. All I can say is, and the advice that I can give, not only those watching, but to myself, is it takes time. It's a journey. And if it's something that you really want, if you really do want to find love, then you will find love. So, just to wrap up real quickly, just to summarize, the Tin Man, like I said, his mission was to find a heart. And like I said earlier, starting from his heart shell, I feel like as a society, once we embrace both our physical side and our emotional side, I feel like as a whole we will grow. And then the second thing is, if you are in search of love, if you keep persevering, keep on your journey, that by the end of the day, you will find love. Thank you.
Are you looking for urban, creative, intellectual, and socially forward LGBTQ media? The new National Youth Pride Services Network provides more than 1,000 live and on-demand hours of programming from and around the world on several platforms simultaneously, including YouTube, Periscope, radio, Apple TV, and Chromecast. With original programs from NYPS, the fastest-growing Black LGBTQ movement in the U.S., as well as from other amazing producers, you are sure to find something you like each and every day. For your free subscription, visit www.nypsnetwork.com today.